Hello, welcome to Stamp Designs with Denise. I'm Denise Johnson, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, coming up to you from Bedford, New Hampshire. And thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be making some treat boxes, some that use the dies that Stampin' Up offers, and some that just use some designer series paper or cardstock that you can cut, score, and fold yourself. And so I went to Target this morning, got my little bowl of chocolates and treats. So I'm just going to refresh my page here, make sure that I am live and that people can see me so that I can post this recording later. If you're watching this video either live or as a replay, give me a thumbs up, comment, share. That helps me keep these videos going and providing some fun tutorials for you so that you can use your Stampin' Up! Products to make cards and treats and other things. So last week, Vicki Fry commented, so she is the big winner for this week. She'll receive a special prize in the mail from me. I'm going to get my camera flipped around and we will get started here, and I will show you what we have going for today. So a few housekeeping things. Paper pumpkin for the upcoming month of October will be the Joy to the World. It's going to make 8 elegant holiday cards, and it's also going to have sentiments in it that will be in French and German as well as English. So perfect for friends, family that are overseas or that have come here and speak a different language. So this you can order until October 10th. I will put a link in my description of this video where you can look at Paper Pumpkin and subscribe to it and get it ordered before October 10th. Stampin' Up! Is also offering a starter kit promotion. The starter kit is already a good deal. You get $125 worth of products for $99. And if you're not interested in being a demonstrator like I am and trying to sell the products, you get the discount anyways. You get all the benefits that Stampin' Up! Offers to its demonstrators, and you can be a discount shopper and a hobbyist. And the Get and Go starter kit promotion will include your $125 for $99, and you also get card packs including the Granny Apple Green, the Coastal Cabana. It includes the Queen Anne's Lace stamp set, the So Much Love stamp set, and a package of the Rhinestone Jewels. So it's a really good promotion that they're holding this month. If you're interested, please reach out to me. I'd love to have you as a team member. We have a team meeting actually tomorrow night. They're always a lot of fun. It's great to connect with other people on our team during this time when we can't meet in person. We have a lot of fun and a lot of laughs. So let's get started making some treats. Oh, I did want to show you, actually one of my team members, Jamie, gave me this card. It is so cute. It uses the, I believe it's Give a Hoot stamp set. I don't have this stamp set, but this owl is so cute, and she stamped on the envelope as well. So very, very cute. Thank you, Jamie. So our first treat is going to be these little envelope pouches. So all you need is a 6x6 piece of designer series paper, Whisper White scrap. This, I believe, is 2 by 3.5, and then this is 1/2 inch. I'm gonna have to post all these measurements afterwards. I forgot to print out my little cheat sheet that told me what my measurements were. So I will include all of those on my blog and in the description afterwards. And then we're also gonna use some of these enamel dots. We're going to be using the Daisy Lane stamp set. We'll use the smaller daisy and the smile sentiment. I have this Banners Pick-a-Punch For our sentiment, this is the medium daisy punch, which will punch out that daisy once we stamp it. We're going to use Just Jade and Bumblebee. And this designer series paper comes from the Flowers for Every Season designer series paper pack. So this is already sized 6 by 6, which is great. No cutting involved. It comes in a pack like this. Everything is already 6 by 6. So what we're going to do first is I want the sunflowers to sort of be the focal point, so they're going to be the inside. So we're going to fold it right in half. Like that. I'm going to use my score tool so that I get a nice crisp fold on that. And then I'm going to fold this down. I use these grid lines on here to make sure it's all lined up. Fold this down right here in the middle. Score that. I'm going to flip it over and fold in one side, and I want maybe about 3/4 of an inch or so of that to show here. And then I'm going to fold in the other side the same distance. Give that a nice score. And then all I do here is I tuck this one pointy side into the other one, creates its own little pocket, no tape or anything involved. And now in the front you have your pocket. So let's decorate. So I have my Whisper White cardstock, and I want to stamp the daisy and the bumblebee. So I'm going to stamp this twice so I can layer it. And then I will punch it out with the daisy punch. Now you could use any designer series paper for this. You want holiday paper, use your Christmas paper for it, or at Thanksgiving time, it would make a cute little table display on your plates when people came into dinner. I guess we're probably still deciding how much gathering we're going to be doing during these upcoming holidays. For my sentiment, I have the smile one, and I'm going to stamp that in Just Jade. And then I'll use the banners punch. So this is great. It has 3 different valleys in it. So one is 1/2 inch, the other is 3/4, and then there's an inch. So this is 3/4 of an inch. So it'll slide right in this way. It's centered for me when it goes in. Punch that, come out, and I've got my flag done on the end of that. I'm going to put that aside because I am using that again on my next project and I don't want to lose it. So let's layer our daisies. Sometimes what I like to do too is if you take your bone folder and just go around the edges, it's just going to curl them up a little bit and gives it a little bit more dimension. So sometimes I've pulled too hard and I've actually pulled a petal off, but if you just gently do it, see, it gives your daisy a little bit of rounding. And then put some tape on the back of that. Stick this here. Our sentiment gets tucked in underneath. It's a little long, so I'm going to trim it. Attach that there, and then we'll put some of these incomer in color enamel dots in the center. I think I'm going to use the cinnamon cider to sort of match the ones that are on the paper. And then there we go. And so the first one I had some Raspberry Royale tea that I thought, because the pink matched the pink, I put in there. But these are also the perfect size for Ghirardelli chocolates. So you can tuck one of those in there. You could probably do, I love this salted caramel tea. Put a chocolate and a tea bag in it if you wanted. And there you go. Very easy to just some folding and scoring, and you've got a cute little treat package. So let's set this aside, and I will bring out my next one. Put that away. So this is my next one, which also is just using cardstock and some cutting and scoring, and then the punch on the top here, and then some punches to make this. So this holds Hershey Nuggets, these cute little Hershey Nuggets. So my shaded spruce layer, which is my cardstock, is 8.5 by 1 3/4. I'm going to use a scrap piece of this for a punch, and also I'm going to punch my circle using the crushed curry. This is 1/2 inch, the Whisper White for my sentiment, and then I have some of the gingham ribbon in Bumblebee to tie the top with. So this one is going to be, I guess, more of a Thanksgiving themed treat. So I am going to get my paper trimmer, which I did have right here. Yes, it's right here. Some things are right in front of my face and I still can't see them. So you're gonna make sure your cutting blade is up out of the way, and we're gonna use the scoring blade, and I'm going to score it at 3.5 and 4.5. And now it looks like I did that incorrectly. I think I want to do it at 3 3/4. Like I said, I didn't put out my cheat sheet, so we'll try this again. I was trying to do it from memory. 3 3/4, 4 3/4. Let's see if that evens it out. Yes, that looks much better. So for the top, I have this scallop tag topper. The opening is 2 inches, so I'm just going to eyeball it and center it between there like that, and punch. That gives me that nice top on that, and it gives me the opening to put my ribbon in. There we go. So that's going to be our holder. And then I'm going to, for the first one I used the cat punch, and on this one I'm going to use my moose punch. So I'm going to punch him out of the plaid Tidings Designer Series paper. And then the circle is a 2¼ inch circle punch using the bumblebee. So he's going to get centered on here, and then my sentiment is going to be from the Itty Bitty Greetings. And because I'm making this for a Thanksgiving, I'm going to use the Many Thanks. So I'll stamp that on my 1/2 inch with the shaded spruce ink. And then I'm going back to my banners pick a punch. This is only 1/2 inch, so that goes in that first little valley. I can trim it. Oh, I think I did the wrong end. I wanted to stick it in this way, so just stick it in the other side now. He'll get tucked in behind the moose. So what I do with these is I have my nuggets, and I actually put just a little bit of, I'm going to use a glue dot. Because this is open on the sides, I don't want them sliding out when people are picking it. So if I just use one little glue dot on each one, I don't think it picked it up. And then I could put it right down there in the middle, attach them to each other, and then they won't slide out. And then we're going to take our gingham ribbon, attach our circle in the middle, and then use some Stampin' Dimensionals to pop up our moose. A little tape on the back of our sentiment. And that gets tucked in behind the moose right here. And there we go. And those are our Hershey Nugget treat holders. So I also have, you could do these if you like snowmen. This would be more wintry. Stamp your snowman here, and the snowman punch would be really cute to do with this on a blue with a snowy paper. I also have this perfectly plaid, which is a tree, different trees, and then that comes with the tree punch, and that would also be really cute to do this for Christmas on your plates at dinner time too. So those are some other options for that. I just made these two for today, but lots of possibilities, and really easy to just cut the paper and score it in the right place. So those are those. Now the next one we have is going to use the Little Treats bundle. So it comes with this stamp set, and it has Halloween, Christmas, and Thanksgiving, and like birthday or party little treat for someone sweet in it. The rings, I guess, if you wanted to do for an engagement or wedding. There's a thank you for coming. You can make little treats for that. And so this is the coordinating dies. So it cuts out this box shape, and then it has coordinating dies for the ring, spider, Santa's hat, little ornaments. So our next one will be using that. So these are some that I made. This is like a birthday or celebration one. I stamped on the cardstock and then used the other elements to cut out the circle, and I made a belly band on it. This is a Christmas one. I made the Ho Ho Merry Christmas and then stamped Santa's hat in the red and used the die to cut it out. And then this is a Halloween one I did. I did it on the designer series paper, Magic in This Night designer series paper. And I cut out the little spiders in the glimmer black and stamped Happy, Happy Halloween. So the one we're gonna make is gonna be for Thanksgiving again. So I used this, and you need a 5.5 by 7 piece of cardstock or designer series paper to cut this whole thing out. And so I already did that, and I used the paper from the Gilded Autumn. So you can see how I cut it out. And this is nice because it scores everything for you, so you know exactly where the folds are going to be. So it's very easy once you've cut it out to assemble it. So I'm just folding. I'm going to gently use my bone folder to score the lines. And so this is nice. It actually has a little tab, and it just inserts in that way. And then on the other side, and makes your box, and then that folds up on either side, and then you can tie the top closed. So on these ones, I think they don't, if you put anything of any weight or heavy in there, I think they're gonna pop open. So you might want to just use a little bit of tape to keep them closed. I wonder how, I think I'm gonna use just regular tape. Maybe on the inside so that you can't see it. That just helps secure it so that they stay closed, and you're not gonna hand it to somebody and then their candy's gonna fall all out over the floor. How tragic would that be, to lose all your candy? So just a little piece of tape on the inside secures it enough that it's not gonna pop open. And then when this opens, they're not gonna see the tape on either side. So that's our box, easy to put together once it's all cut out. And then I have crumb cake here that I used the circle to cut out with my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And we're going to stamp on this. This is from the stamp set. It's little flowers and leaves. I'm using Versamark, which is a clear stamp, which sort of leaves a wet watermark on your cardstock. It brings out the color of the cardstock, but doesn't make it too dark or overbearing. It just gives it a subtle, like, watercolor. And then I'm going to stamp my sentiment in Early Espresso, which is thank you for coming. So I put these on a Thanksgiving table, would be really cute. And then I have some of the brushed metallics that I'm going to use these, the Autumn Punch Pack, and just, they sort of coordinate with the leaves and stuff on the paper that I chose. So I'm going to use a dimensional. Put that on there. Attach my leaf. Maybe a glue dot would work so I don't get tape everywhere. It helps if I pick up the glue dot. And then, let's see, we've got some little doves that go in here. I don't know if the Ghirardelli will fit in here. Let's see if these squares fit in here as well. Yep, you could probably fit. I don't know if you can tie the top though. The doves might fit a little bit better. And then I thought I had some copper ribbon here to tie it up with. Seem to have misplaced that, so let's find something else. Oh, here it is. This would work. This is the braided linen trim, but I do have this copper ribbon, which actually brings out the copper in the paper. So put that through there. I just put a little knot. It makes it easy to, stays closed. It makes it easy for people to open up without having to rip the whole thing to get their candy out. And then there's another little treat. Let me just clean up a little bit and we'll work on our last treat box. Okay. So, I was going to show you this in the catalog. That little treats bundle is on page 70 of the holiday catalog. And if you'd like a holiday catalog from me, let me know. I'm happy to get you one. And then see, this is where I showed you the little ring is really cute if you wanted to do it at an engagement party or shower or something. That treat box is really cute. Okay, our last one that I'm gonna make comes from this Heartwarming Hugs Suite, which uses the mini coffee cups and the carrier, and I'm going to use this Warm Wraps dies and the Warm Hugs stamp set. So this is all Christmas themed, but you could use these you know, dies on any designer series paper that you have, or make it for any occasion. So I actually did this. I made this earlier for my husband using the Halloween paper. So I have a template for this that I drew out so that I could wrap the whole entire mini coffee cup. And then I put Reese's peanut butter cups in it because that's his favorite. So I'm going to hide this and give it to him at Halloween. And that will be his little treat. But so here are some other treats using the mini coffee cups. This is just using the felt in the dies that come in that set. They have green, white, red, and brown dies, and these run really nicely through the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine and cut nicely, wrap around your coffee cup. And then I use the other elements to create the sentiment on the side and some more embellishments for the top. And then this last one uses the carrier, and I just made a belly band out of the cardstock, put some designer series paper on the front, stamped that coffee cup, put that on the front. After I die cut it out, some more sentiments and the top, and then inside I actually have the Keurig cocoa, and I included a bag of marshmallows with a little tag, and this is in that stamp set as well, and the star is part of that suite. So this could hold you know, Keurig coffees, any kind of treat you wanted to. I think I did bring a cocoa mix up, so that would actually fit in there as well if you wanted to include that, if you didn't want to do the Keurig cocoa. And certainly you can fill it with chocolate or sweet, any sweets of your choice. I just thought this was sort of cute with the include the marshmallows in a bag on the side, and you have a little carrier. So I'm going to show you how I made. So you start with your basic coffee cup. They come in packs of 8 for $7.50, I believe. This is the Warm Hugs stamp set. I'm going to be using some of this diagonal striped ribbon. It's in the Mossy Meadow color. And then I've already pre-cut my shapes, my coffee cup band and everything out from the dies. Here are the dies. So this cuts out solid, and then these little holes are separate dies that you can then embellish your band with. So this cuts out one solid piece, and then if you want to add embellishments, you can use those to do that. And that cuts out coffee mug, a heart, a star, a tree, and candy canes, which all have the coordinating stamps. So these have the little tabs on them, so they're really easy to attach. You just match up the tab and line it up like that. And I am going to use Scotch tape on this side so that it holds. And then what I like to do on cardstock or designer series paper is I use my bone folder and I just gently go like this, and what it does is it breaks down the fibers of the paper a little bit and makes it curve so it's not so stiff, and it will wrap around your coffee cup easier. You can see it's already just very gently, don't pull it too hard, and you can already see it's starting to curve. So it will fit nicely around your mug. So I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus, which is great for 3D projects. And I'm going to put some on the inside here so that as I wrap it around my coffee cup, it will adhere better. I'll start on the seam here. And then there. So see, it wraps around very, very nicely. And now that I've done that, I completely forgot that I cut these out because I was going to insert these underneath here. So I messed that up. See if I can undo this. Yep. Usually you can't undo it once you've taped it on like that, but. So let's start over with this. I wanted to add these at the top of my, for some more detail. There we go. And then I'll try and do these ones on the bottom as well. Okay. Now we'll wrap it around. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So then I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to wrap it around and make it long enough so I can make a bow. There we go. And now I've already cut out these elements. This is Pear Pizzazz in Real Red, using these dies here. I stamped the sentiment in Mossy Meadow. This one's on me, Merry Christmas. And this is the element that cut that out. It actually cuts out the centerpiece as well. I stamped the tree in Mossy Meadow and then Pear Pizzazz for the inside, and I used the tree die to cut that out. And then we're just going to layer this stuff all together on here. I'll use a dimensional on a mini dimensional on my little tree. Put that right in there. And then you can either put it on the top of the cup, or I think I'm just gonna attach it to the side here where my ribbon is. I'm going to add a glue dot to my ribbon because it does slide around. So if you just stick a little glue dot underneath it, it holds it in place, keeps it from sliding around. And use my Stampin' Plus so that this will adhere nicely and stay stuck on. And then load it up with some candy, and it is ready to give to a friend. So there you go. So I hope that you enjoyed all these treat boxes. Some are really easy to make with just some cutting and scoring. These were those nugget holders. And the other ones that we folded up ourselves using 6x6 Designer Series paper. And then this one uses the Sweet Treats die bundle. And then there we have all of our treats. You're ready for the holidays now. Just got to go invest in some chocolate and try not to eat it all yourself. So thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to have some comments and for you to share this if you can. If you're placing an order, my September host code is right here. If it's under $150, use the host code and I'll send you a special gift. And if it's over $150, don't use the code. Use the Stampin' Rewards for yourself. And I will still send you a special gift. So thank you so much. Remember to leave a little sparkle wherever you go today.